Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
This is a story about us, said the man on the radio.
And we were pleased because we always wanted to hear about ourselves on the radio.
Good morning, Night Vale.
Hi, it's me, Megan Christine Bashwiner.
And me, Symphony Nicole Sanders.
And me, Hal Scott Lublin. And here we are, face to face, three silver spoons, who are all part of Welcome to Night Vale and are now recording a show where we listen to we listen to Welcome to Night Vale and then talk about Welcome to Night Vale. We talk to people who make it. We talk to people like you who listen to it and what you think about it, because it's a mandate from the astral plane. We're recording this episode on Wednesday, the 8th of March, 2023, and COVID's gone.
We did it, Joe.
Oh, we did it.
Not really.
And we're also giving you our full government names, so do with that as you will. But
Don't.
But our episode description for 130, A Story About Us, is Thomas Charles Fleming has a warning for us. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. It's the season finale. It's the classic June 15th season finale episode.
Mm-hmm.
Wowie, wow, wow.
It's a story about, so
us.
It's becomes after a season of trilogies, we've added two longer standing trilogy with the story abouts. So now at this point in canon, there are three story abouts, right? There's a story about you. There's a story about them.
Me.
That
story about me. Isn't it me? Or is it a story about them?
A story about us.
Story about you. Story about them. Story about us. Those are the three?
Yeah.
That's
I think
what we're
those
saying?
are the three at this point.
Okay. All right.
And boy, oh boy, this episode has a lot of folks in it. So many names. I was trying to write them all down. I did not get very far because I am a slow writer. I realized that we don't practice the art of penmanship anymore, you know? And
wow. We are just widening the age gap every episode. Nobody practices penmanship.
I mean, Besides writing your name on a check or signing a contract, are you handwriting a letter to your lovers and your friends? No. You might drop a text.
Yeah.
Send them a chat.
A snap.
Snap them. Chat box. Message DMs. Slide into the DMs.
Do you think kids still, this is along the lines of penmanship, I swear. Do you think kids still do the thing where they make a clock out of a paper plate and pipe cleaners, and that's how they learn to tell time on a clock? Or do you think we're done with that because, I hold this thing up and it'll say numbers. See, it says numbers.
Reading a clock analog, you mean?
Yes.
I think some people who are grown-ass people still don't know how to read a clock. And case in point, I went to a magic show, and the crux of this magic trick was the time. And the person had to read the time, and they could not do it correctly. And they also had an analog watch on. So it was all for show. No one knows how to do anything, Hal. You can't add or subtract or multiply without using your telephone. Can't do anything. Can't write a letter. Can't do nothing. No, I'm just kidding. Kids these days, they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
That is the definition of hope. Not being able to read an analog clock, but having a wristwatch that's analog. That's hope personified. We should all be so hopeful.
Because the Rolly don't tick-tock, Hal. The Rolly don't tick-tock. But in this episode, we have a lot of people coming in and out of this episode. You hear all these different names, but some of the ones that I find interesting. So Thomas Charles Fleming was one of he was the first person that we were talking about, and he had done the Botanic Gardens display or whatever. Can I tell you, I love a botanic garden. I will search and seek out a botanic garden. If there's one nearby me when we're on tour or whatever, that is one of the first things I go to. I've been to one in Melbourne. I've been to the one in Sydney by the Opera House.
The one in Sydney is gorgeous.
Oh, it's nice.
That's very beautiful. I've been to one in Amsterdam. I've been to many in the States as well. But, if I'm nearby, I love greenery and flowers and plants. She's a plant girl. Are you guys into plants?
I love plants. It's a really good sort of tourist activity because it's not really super high stakes, and you can go sort of walk in, walk out. You're like, oh, I only have an hour, but you can have a nice hour there.
Yeah,
and you
can have a snack.
You can have a snack. You can just walk around, especially if you're like spending all day in a van. Like, I can get some greenery. I remember Abby Wolf, who has toured with us a bit, whenever she would find greenery when we were on the road, she would just like stick her whole body into it. We'd find her like at the hotel, like in a potted plant, like just trying to have some connection to nature while basically for weeks on end seeing the inside of a theater and the inside of a van and the inside of a hotel room. She would just be starved for greenery, so much so that when she would find it, she would put her whole body in it.
I love that. Cecil and I do forest bathing, as it's called. I think it's like a ancient like Zen sort of technique where you go and try and like find nature and just like, like breathe in the rhythms of like the nature surrounding you and stuff like that. Like we went to the Japanese gardens in Portland. In Portland. That was very beautiful. I don't know. There's just something about being amongst the trees and things that bring me some sort of solace. What about you, Hallie boy?
It's very meditative. I enjoy it. I like to just sometimes I like to go to the specific sort of manicured area. Sometimes I like to just sort of sit on a bench, just among trees and greenery, even when it's not the most well-kept part, and just sort of be by myself and hear the sounds and let myself relax and de-stress and reconnect not only with nature but with myself.
For sure.
And Night Vale has a botanical garden because of course they do, because they have everything that everyone has.
Mm-hmm.
Except of course it's fucked up because it's in Night Vale.
Right. And obviously, like, I was just thinking based on the climate, like they mentioned there's lots of succulents and things like that, which make sense in a desert community. But then talking about these crazy succulents with these huge 6-foot human-sized bulbs, but, they kind of like whiff that off at the beginning, but it turns out to be a big effing deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
But first, I mean, Thomas, he's just choking on a piece of steak, bro.
And this choking scene is so long.
So long.
It's so long.
Yeah.
It's like comically long that yeah, and he's just choking the whole time. And so many things are happening. We're going through what's going on in his mind. He's writing down stuff on paper to try to get his last words out. People are trying to do the Heimlich. People are Googling how to do the Heimlich. They're arguing about how to spell Heimlich. It really is a hilarious scene. It's I enjoyed listening to it, but it is one of the times while listening to Night Vale that I'm like, oh my God, I want to see this. Like, I want to see this on screen. Or I want to see this on stage, because I think it's you just could have so much fun with it as actors and as a director, making this scene just the longest choking. It would be a lot of fun to stage this.
Yeah. Kind of has that feeling of like the play goes wrong.
Yes.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just that idea of like this bit carried out. Which, if you've never seen The Play Goes Wrong or The Show Goes Wrong, I believe it's on Amazon Prime. It is well worth watching. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and it goes wrong.
Yeah, I know how to do I know how to perform the Heimlich maneuver, which I actually don't think it's called the Heimlich maneuver anymore, because I believe that the inventor, the guy Heimlich, never got any like credit for that, and the family, maybe the estate. I'm not really sure, but we know what we're talking about when we say the Heimlich maneuver. I know how to perform it. Do you guys know how to render life-saving maneuvers?
I do, on both adults and children.
Same. I had to learn that because I work with kids at the circus.
Different for the kiddos.
Yeah, because their bodies are smaller, and you can't be like pushing like that. You have to like, depending on how small they are, gotta like basically smack them on the back, like turn them down if they're a baby, and like with a certain part of your hand. It's pretty crazy.
I do those back blows.
What about you, Hal? Back blows.
I used to be first aid certified when I worked at the Arden Theater in Old City, Philadelphia, but I no longer. It lapsed. You have to renew it, so I would not be allowed to perform it. You know what I mean? Like I'm no longer certified to perform that thing. But I do remember, and I understand that you're not supposed, like, it actually can do a lot more damage than good in dislodging food. Sort of the same with CPR. Like, you can damage, like somebody can sue you because you've damaged their sternum or their chest.
Yeah, but they're alive.
Yeah, but you're right.
Yes.
They're alive is the most important thing. And I think there's a lot of, I think in most places, there's good Samaritan laws for, you're doing this out of like a last resort, or to make sure that their heart continues to beat until emergency services can come. So it's better to do something rather than nothing. Although instead of the breath stuff now, they're just doing chest compressions when it comes to CPR. But I found that it is now only called abdominal thrusts. But if you said Heimlich maneuver, most people would know what you're saying. So learn your life-saving and life-giving procedures, folks, because you never know when you could use it. You don't want to, but you never know.
Because the man who isn't tall and the man who isn't short might not show up to save you, so that they can later kill you in the parking lot.
Like 3 minutes later.
Yeah.
Like not even that long. 2 taps to the head,
Ugh, pip, pip.
But they take him away. I mean, I think they could have like not kind of shot him almost in front of people. They could have like taken him away first. You know what I mean? But it lets us know what happened.
They don't really seem to care.
No.
Do you feel like this is how the last scene of The Sopranos should have been?
Can I confess to you?
Pop.
I've never seen The Sopranos.
You're going to. There will be a time in your life.
I know it's one of those things that's on a list, and I just like haven't gotten to it yet. It's like 7 seasons.
Part of me was going to say you're not missing anything, but that's not true at all. It's a very good show, but I'll be interested to see what you think when you watch it. It is great.
I've also never seen The West Wing,
and that's all. Wait, you should watch both of those,
or Top Gun all the way through.
Download them.
I've just seen like clips.
You get it.
You're right. I'm like, I know kind of
the sequel's great though.
Maverick
is so good.
I'm like, like canonically opposed to Tom Cruise. He gives me the ick.
Fair.
He does give me the ick. I recently was just talking about Tom Cruise. I was listening to another podcast. Guys, I listen to other podcasts.
What?
And the topic of the podcast was who is the least New Jersey person from New Jersey. And I personally posit, they were talking about a bunch of different people, but I personally posit that the least New Jersey person who's from New Jersey is Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is from New Jersey?
I didn't realize he was from New Jersey.
He's from New Jersey. He's from Essex County. He's from the same county as me.
I would have...
Yeah.
What? I would have never guessed that.
Right? Because he's just...
That's crazy.
I have to know.
Tom Cruise could be your dad.
I hope not. I don't think so.
No, Jackie Bash it all the way. You hear that, Jack? Just you, buddy. I just like knowing that your parents listen to our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Jackie Bash.
So they get this guy. They shoot this guy, and then they pull off. And they got this cargo truck full of these crates. Angel is a centerfold is playing. I love that song. Angel is a centerfold.
Yeah.
Here's something you don't know that you might not know about me, folks. Symphony Sanders loves classic rock and she loves yacht rock, baby. I don't like Jimmy Buffett, but come on. Allman Brothers, as I like to call them, the Allman Brothers.
The Almond Brothers?
I like lots of stuff, but I do like...
Doobie Brothers?
Yeah, Hall and Oates.
Hall and Oates. Philadelphia's own Hall and Oates?
Yes. I like music that you could be, like, dancing on a yacht, cruising, as it were. Anyways. But some of the people that are, like, Sheriff Sam is involved in all this. Nazir Al-Mujahid, he's there. And very sad, obviously. Because remember,
he's been through some shit.
He's been through it. And now his life is empty because he lost his love.
There's also a Wilson and Amber shout out.
Yeah.
And Wilson and Amber are having a kid, we find out.
And then I just wrote a bunch of folks.
This really is. The structure of this episode is really fun because it's got that sort of yearbook, a bunch of folks, season finale, bringing everyone back together after we've just spent this year sort of doing trilogies. And so it's got the Dana and Nazar and just all the different people throughout the year, which is cool. And we go into the community calendar, but it's last week's community calendar.
Yeah.
So, which is just, I think it's brilliant. It's a brilliant way to use the community calendar.
About the Botanic Garden. Yeah. I did like the not everyone gets to know everything, but yeah, the Botanic Gardens they're pretty much closed. I think after this, you can't really.
Oh.
Yeah, I liked it as a look at the community as an organism. You know, like a community is always made up of individuals, but there is a sense in which it's its own organism and how it functions as a whole, made up of all those parts. And you really it's alluded to constantly, but to get to see it in action and get to see the individual people sort of pop up is a really nice, I feel like it deepens the connection that I have to the people of Night Vale, because they don't feel like individual stories,
right,
like they usually are. It's everybody collectively experiencing these things, and one of us is this and one of them is that, but we're all sort of here for these moments.
Yeah. And when we hear and then we'll hear Michelle and someone will talk about picking up Fist Size River Rock and all these things, and you're like, oh yeah, individuals can be shouted out, but as a collective, it seems almost like they were making these decisions like they were looking at each other and being like, yes, we're going to do this. And then moving forward with that. I don't know why, though, initially, when I hear us, I think maybe 3 to 5 people. But this was at least 15 to 20 people, or possibly even most of the town. Right? I think.
Right, because we keep shouting out different people who are there and keep saying something. Steve's there at the truck, and
I was there. Tamika was there.
Yeah, all these different characters. Yeah. Everybody's there.
Deb wasn't there, but that's okay.
Deb's
care. Not real. I really feel like Deb is not a part of the Night Vale community. I mean, she's in the Night Vale community, but she's not a person.
Where do you think she is?
I mean, I think she's around, but she's off doing her thing with her polycule. Though she's a different sort of us. Yeah. But Harrison Kipp is there. Leanne Hart is there.
Yeah.
Like all of the Simone Rigaudot, all of these little bit party characters. Although Thomas Charles Fleming, I don't believe he exists before now.
No.
Never heard the name.
But we did, like, Joel Eisenberg. And what's the Glow Cloud's son's name? Oh, no, Josh. Was Josh one of the ones?
Josh Creighton is the shapeshifter.
Josh Creighton. He's the shapeshifter.
Diane Creighton's son. Yeah.
Right.
Michelle and Maureen are there.
Yes, Michelle and Maureen.
Trish Hidge.
Yeah.
Sheriff Sam is there.
Trish Hidge. That's right. Yeah.
Lots of folks.
Trish Hidge. One of my favorite Night Vale names.
Trish.
Yeah, that one's fun to say. That's a fun one to say in the Steve voice. The Trish Hidge. Like, it just...
I feel like Trish Hidge is the most Midwestern of everyone. Like, that name just says, like, Minnesota. Oh, yeah, Trish Hidge. She's great. She's the nicest. And she makes...
Yeah, her vegetarian salads only have one meat in them.
And a whole lot of Cool Whip. Cool Whip and mayo.
You can keep it in the freezer.
Stays fresh every time. Every time.
Every time.
But we later find out that, you know, the flower things, the flower pot, they're like pod people. And bro, it's you from a story about you. And I wrote in all caps, zombie, Zambambo, it's you.
You're the zombie, it's you.
You are the zombie. It's all people who died. That's
in these stories.
Freaky. Yes.
Yep.
What are they in the pods for? What are they going to be used for? Are they gone? Like the guys took them away, or did they take them away?
In the crates.
Yeah.
But like, is that for sure? Like, I don't know. I don't feel safe.
Now we know what's in the crates after all this time.
Yeah. And there's something very sinister going on. Very, 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 very sinister.
Yes. And I think that's why I have this lingering feeling of unsafetyness in my heart and in my brain. Also, I do like that Sheriff Sam kept interjecting Flower Mafia. And now, forever, Flower Mafia.
That's what we're going to be called when we head to a botanical gardens. Flower Mafia.
Yeah, we really need a slow motion video of us like walking into a botanic gardens, like Flower Mafia, douche,
like Reservoir Dog style.
Yes, and like then it'll be like the slow motion like turning of the head, and it'll be like your individual profile. It'll be like Hal, computer guy.
I'm the computer guy.
Symphony, poison assassin. Meg, clever insulter. Cut you down, you know?
Why am I the computer guy?
I don't know. That was the first thing I thought. There's always
my one line is we're in, or I'm in,
or
hold on, there's a firewall.
Be like, I just need a second here, guys. Look, we don't have any more time, Hal.
Get it? You need to get in the mainframe, Hal.
I'll be like, I'm getting to the mainframe. I'm almost in. Oh, you think you could trick me? Gotcha, baby. I'm in.
Just in time.
I'm taking over the cameras.
Which way, Hal? Which way?
I signed us up for HBO Max. For free. We're going to cancel after the trial.
Also, a little note.
I'm signing up for Feet Finder just in case I can make some money on the weekends. Oh, they kicked me off. They must have seen my feet. They're really gross. They look like the desert floor.
For one thing that we will learn from this whole thing is that do not put hornets in your mouth.
Bad idea every time.
Also, I'm going to tell you, I don't think I know the difference between a hornet and a wasp. Like, I don't think I could visibly tell you. Like, I know what a bee looks like, you know? I just know that the real longy pointies, those are the bad ones, right?
There's yellow jackets.
Hornets are bigger.
There's wasps.
They all seem bad.
Yeah. It's size and color mostly.
Because I don't think I'd be able to tell that I know the difference. Yellow jacket is not a wasp, ?
Okay. Hornets are white and black.
Really?
Yellow jackets are yellow and black. And paper wasps can be brown or yellow and black like Yellow Jacket.
Mm.
And they all live in my house in New York.
No.
Aren't those, don't figs need wasps to get inside and die in there for them to make the good fruit? I love figs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, figs. Figs, yeah. They're just wasp coffins that you eat.
Pretty delicious.
Yummy. I'm in. For that reason, I'm in.
Right. So wasps, they can stay.
You were out, now
Hornets, do they have a purpose? And why, you said they're black and white. I never would have thought that because all I think of is the starter jacket where it's like teal and purple.
Mm-mm.
Oh, the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
You're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they exist, so that a basketball team can be named after them.
But they hurt and they don't die when they sting you, right?
Mm-mm.
I think that was...
No, I think they get a couple shots.
That's a bad idea for whoever made those.
So yeah. Yellow Jackets are wasps.
Yellow Jackets are wasps.
Are wasps.
Okay. See, that's like the
Philadelphia Eagles were the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. That's what they were first. So they were named after wasps.
What a glow up.
They really glowed up. Now they're a better flying creature.
Eagles.
Let's go.
Let's go, Eagles.
Eagles. Eagles.
That's great.
I really like this episode. I think it's really strong. I
do too.
Yes.
It's a nice tie back to the stories about in a really fun and satisfying way, also in a really terrifying way. Yeah, I
felt comforted and terrified.
Mm-hmm. It was a very much Night Vale brand.
Comfortified.
You're comforted, you're terrified. Mm-hmm. There's like a strong sense of community and a strong sense of horror. Yeah, I really liked the choking bit that ends with the guy who's choking, getting the getting the meat out of his esophagus and then being instantly murdered. I think it's just brilliant. And I really like this episode. I think it's a really nice end to this season of 3-part episodes. And then we have to see what the future has in store for us as we head into whatever the 2018 Night Vale season is.
Wow.
Oof.
2018, my goodness.
2018. Times were wild back then. Times were wild.
Sure were.
But that was, I feel like that was also like a great time of us touring as well. So 2018, we're having
2018 was good times. We went to Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, yeah. That was fun. It was so hot because it was summertime, but I loved it.
It was nice.
It was the second time I've ever gotten a sunburn as a Black woman. I didn't know what to...
What was the first?
One in Jamaica, I got burnt. I guess I didn't realize... I was like, it was like, I put on my shirt and I was like, why did my shoulders hurt when I'm sliding my shirt on? And I put it on Facebook. I was like, my shoulders hurt when I'm putting my shirt on. They're like, you have a sunburn. I was like, what am I supposed to do? But people, I got conflicting things. Some people were like, put aloe on it or put lotion on it or don't put anything on it or take out something shower. What do you people do?
Aloe.
Aloe is good.
Put aloe on it.
It was also hot.
We had an aloe plant when I was a kid. And if you got sunburned, well, if I got sunburned, I act like I had siblings. When I got sunburned, my mother would break a leaf off and then use that to soothe.
Well, I have aloe at my house, but I was in Australia. Everything down there could kill you.
You take a scorpion and you rub it on your sunburn. A snake. Just take this snake and rub it all over your wound. You'll feel better.
Take one of those terrifying jellyfish from their gigantic ocean.
Get a jellyfish and rub it all over your shoulder. No problem.
No. Don't do that.
No problem. No.
Don't.
No.
We
did it.
Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the podcast about their theories, comments, and questions. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather, which was Space and Time by Joseph Fink. By that hottie. That hottie, Joseph Fink.
Okay.
J. Fink.
First of all, instantly, I was like, Joseph. And I wrote it in all big letters. Can you see? Joseph.
Nice penmanship.
Joseph. That's really good penmanship. Does anybody practice penmanship anymore?
Never. It's a dying art. And the next thing I wrote was, is this song about Meg? That's your chance to answer.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. This might have been the one that he wrote before we were together. Or it might have been written after. I could ask. I could go ask now. He's in the other room.
Go find out.
Well, hold on. Let me posit a couple other things so you can go ask him like 3 questions.
Oh, yeah. Good question.
So, who is singing backup? The ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh, that's definitely him. I can answer that. That's definitely him.
Yeah,
it's him as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yes, go ask him.
All right, let's go find out if that's.
I want to know how long it took to write. How long did it take to write?
Hang on a second. I'll be back. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
No further questions. All right.
Has anybody ever written a song about you, Hal?
No.
Me either.
But speaking of Hall & Oates, have I told this story on here? Daryl Hall was married to my cousin.
What?
And they got divorced. And when they got divorced, he wrote a song about her called She's Gone.
Oh.
So anytime you hear that song by Hall & Oates, that is about my cousin.
Whoa.
Yeah, they were married in the early 70s. I
what's
think
your
that song's
cousin's
from
name?
like 73 or something.
Bryna. Okay, well, now we know.
Yeah.
Inquiring minds want to know.
That's right.
I've always wished
Have you?
someone had written no. And I would love, my dream in life is to just be a muse. Like, I love the idea of like inspiring art in some way. And there are some paintings and sculptures somewhere around of me, but I want someone to write a song about me. All right, tell us the answers, Megan.
Okay, so this song is not about me.
Okay, that's okay.
But this song isn't really specifically about anyone. It was a songwriting exercise that he was writing off of, and he liked it. He says that it didn't take him that long to write, and he wrote it pretty soon before this episode came out.
Oh.
And those are the answers. He said, I asked him, was this song about me? He said, I don't remember. I have to go look up the lyrics.
Well,
there it is.
I liked the reason I thought it was about you was because the chorus, we don't have much, but we're still fine. It just makes me think about when you guys were young and living in that tiny apartment on that one piece of furniture that was your bed, where you ate and slept and lived. And then who needs space when we have time? I think those are nice things to think about when it comes to a romance. Meaning we don't need...
Yeah. You can read about that time in the first 10 years, available from HarperCollins, wherever fine books are sold.
Plug. Sponsored post.
Just saying. If you wanted to read about that.
It's really good.
It's a lovely book written by Meg and Joseph, each detailing their experience in each
Separately,
year. You get
it's
to see
fun.
where it diverges and where it's different. So there you go.
You guys are such lovely friends. I appreciate you.
So are you, babe.
No.
But yeah, well, that's all right. Even if it wasn't written about you, I'd like to think it is.
When I first heard it, I was like, oh, this is nice. This is about me. He's written songs about me before. It's nice.
Right.
He's very sweet. I like him.
Yeah. I bet
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah. All right. Shall we zone it?
Let's get into the zone.
Let's zone out. Let's tune in and zone out.
Let's turn in zone out.
FanZone Calzone.
I made a pizza last night.
Ooh.
It was more of a flatbread than a pizza. And we can have a whole separate episode where we discuss the difference between a flatbread and a pizza. And it had like Brussels sprouts on it and squash and ricotta cheese. And
Ooh.
it was good. It was good, but it wasn't as good as a calzone. It was kind of like a calzone, though, because it did have the ricotta cheese, though. Anyway, here's the FanZone Calzone.
We got a pizza stone.
You guys got a pizza stone? Have you used it yet?
Yeah, we're started. Yeah, we used it on
Nice.
Sunday.
What kind of pizza you make?
Made half was goat cheese, tomato, mushroom, and pepperoni, and then the other half was just the sauce and mozzarella and bacon. That was my
Nice.
half. So if there are mushrooms involved, it's not my half.
You don't like
Never
mushrooms?
is. I hate them. The smell
Anyway,
when they're cooked. Go ahead. Sorry.
there's no mushrooms in this zone. I mean, I asked what was on the pizza.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today, I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50OFF and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
All right. Dillinger writes, "Hello, Tri-hosts. I've been listening to Welcome to Night Vale since 2014, and I remember thinking, 40-something episodes? How will I ever catch up on that? I binged them all on a long round-trip train ride home for the holidays from freshman year of college. I've been following ever since, and I have managed to catch a couple of live shows. I often re-listen to Welcome to Night Vale. I re-listen often. Welcome to Night Vale is one of a few pieces of media I come back to again and again because it's dense with incredible writing and delivery and moments that will still make me cry all of these years later. I've come to love your show as well, both for the charisma of you hosts and because it's a platform for analysis and exploration of one of my favorite works of fiction I've experienced. On my latest re-listen of the show, I put together a playlist of each episode of Welcome to Night Vale, followed by the corresponding episode of Good Morning Night Vale. While making the playlist, I realized that you have now covered every episode that exists before your show. Good Morning Pilot came out between Welcome to Night Vale episodes 129 and 130, and you have just put out the Good Morning Night Vale episode that goes with Welcome to Night Vale 129, and this episode we're doing right now, side note, is 130. You have covered all the episodes that existed when you started, and I think you all deserve to be commended for the dedication. All Good Morning Night Vale episodes from this point on will review Welcome to Night Vale episodes produced alongside of and potentially influenced by, to some level, the Good Morning Night Vale show itself. I know time is weird when it comes to Night Vale, but I think this particular time loop is pretty neat. Thank you for continuing to carefully consider the decade-old experiment in weird serial fiction that you have helped create. It means a lot to me. Thanks and congratulations, Dillinger."
Wow, I did not realize that. That is so cool.
Whoa. Yeah, that is mind-blowing. And it has definitely influenced future episodes. I know that from emails I've received and stuff I've recorded.
Thank you, Dillinger.
Thank you, Dillinger. That's so cool. Wow, that's really cool to think of that. Wow. I got one from Bob. Bob writes, "Hello, Good Morning Night Vale. Greetings from the Philadelphia area." Yes. I have been waiting for an opportunity to write in and took my chance to write when Hal asked for compliments as well as dog photos. I apologize. I am missing part of the requirements as we do not own a dog. We do, however, have an, in my opinion, cute-ass daughter whose photo I shall attach for your consideration. I will now, wait, before you offer your compliments, I'm going to go look at this photo.
Oh.
This is an adorable child.
So cute.
So cute.
And you will know, because if I don't think your baby is cute, I will say it looks like she's having fun. But this is a cute baby, and I love the shirt. The Scream Queen shirt is great. So congratulations on having a cute baby. All right, getting back to Bob. Now I'm in Bob mode. I will now offer my compliments as such. Group compliment. I am a serial binge listener of podcasts, and I must say the chemistry between you three, as well as your guests, is my favorite of all the podcasts that I have listened to. Wow, thank you. Meg's compliment. I appreciate your honest opinions on parenthood being a general lack of sleep. While you admit that, it is also presented in such a manner that you find joy in it as well. Our daughter didn't sleep through the night until 11 months, so I know all too well the exhaustion that parenthood brings, but also the incredible joy that it offers as well. I am always glad to hear about your home life being so positive, and your love for both your daughter as well as your husband are apparent. Symphony's confident. I didn't know if I wanted to leave room for you to respond.
I can respond in the moment. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. That's so nice.
Please.
I really love being a parent. It is really, really very exhausting. It is more tiring than being a tour manager ever was, but I love it. She's good, and she's almost 2. Guys, where does the time go? And your kid's real cute. Thank you for sharing a picture of her.
It's amazing. I can't believe it. Yes. Symphony's compliment. I wanted to compliment you on your infectious laugh and your outlook on the world at large. It is always clear just how often you find joy in life, and I can't help but think that it is due to your friends and activities in life. Good Morning Night Vale is obviously the easiest example for me as a listener, as I hear your laugh time and time again in your exchanges with Hal and Meg. Hearing your laugh pass on and move through the group always brings a smile to my face, and it helps me realize just how important it is to laugh at life. As someone who struggles with depression and anxiety, I sometimes find the urge to laugh escapes me, but an episode of Good Morning Night Vale always seems to help.
Oh, that is really so sweet. And I feel really lucky because these some of my bitches are so funny. It makes it really easy. I'm giggling because they honestly tickle me every single time I talk to them. So thanks a lot.
Oh, Hal's compliment. As a fellow Philadelphian, born and raised in Kensington, just like Sylvester Stallone while he went to high school there, I'd love to hear that even though you have moved so far from home, the streets of Philadelphia are always with you. I never fail to get a kick out of hearing your experiences growing up and about landmarks that are so obviously near and dear to my own heart. It is always good to hear about a hometown guy that was able to find their passion and follow it to success. If you ever make your way back east for a home game, send me a message, as I am a Philadelphia Phillies employee and would love to talk baseball with you and maybe get to show you around the place. What the fuck? Why am I here?
He's flying there right now.
Yes, I will take you up on that. I will have, when I know I'm going to be back in the area, I will have Meg connect us. If that's okay, Meg, if you don't mind. All right, we're getting the rock and roll symbol. We're good. Yeah, I would love that. I would love to meet you and to talk about the Phillies with you or all Philadelphia sports, and any access to Citizens Bank Park that you're able to grant me, I will accept lovingly. I beg your indulgence. Back to Bob. I beg your indulgence for just one more touch point, which is my opinion on my favorite episodes of all. Episodes in which you hear from the anonymous poop lady. The manner in which Hal becomes slightly unhinged whenever you get a message from APL brings out all of my favorite aspects of the show. The laughter that rings through my speakers does more for me in a day than you know, and it is always a pleasure to hear just that much joy brought by a simple message from a scientist. I appreciate your time and hope to see a live show when you are in Philly again. Meg, I hope your daughter is doing well, and thank you for reading my message. Yours, Bob from Philadelphia.
Bob!
P.S. Colon hydrotherapy. It has been 0 days without an incident.
0 days.
That's right. We need to talk about it. We are going to have a conversation. Let's go to the brown table, everybody. We are going to the brown table, and we're going to talk about this.
No!
Gotta talk
This
about it.
is a mental health crisis that is happening right now.
I'm creating a hostage situation. I'm sorry.
I feel unsafe.
I feel unsafe. I don't want to get on that table. You can't make me.
One step closer. One of us. Google gobble, one of us.
Just one step to the table. Let it squirt. I'm writing a musical about it. Don't worry. Well, it's still workshop form.
Next up in the Calzone, we have a voicemail from Emily.
Hello, my name is Emily. My pronouns are she, her, and they, them. You can use one, you can use the other, you can use both, or as a bonus option, you can use neither and not perceive me. But I would hope that you are perceiving me for this message. I hope that I have caught you in time to talk about episode 130, a story about us, because I love it. I re-listened to the whole story about blank arc recently while driving to Portland to pick my dad up from the airport, and I really enjoyed hearing them all in a row. In particular, a story about us I think is so cool because of all the different people that make up the group of us and how they react to the them and to the you. A question that I have for you guys is, what do you think the Stonecrops look like the flowers, and are they surrounded by rocks, or is it just like a normal flower in the dirt, but it's called a Stonecrop? What do you guys think? I think there's rocks. I picture rocks. But also I think it's so funny and also weird and also strange that at the end, when Sheriff Sam is trying to arrest them, that he's like, no, wait, you have to come back here and take all these flowers with the dead bodies away, and then come back here to be arrested, which of course they didn't do. And then at the end, I'm sorry about the background noise, that's my dog. At the end, the us has like this cognitive dissonance of everyone has limitations, and there are some things that we should not know, but they also were just before that realizing that the them was killing all these people, and they were somehow appearing in the Stonecrops, and that they handle the crates and everything. So those are my general thoughts. I don't think I have any theories, but I think it's fun to think about. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Thanks for making Good Morning Night Vale. It really spruces up my mornings. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Emily, thank you so much for calling in, one of our final callers, since we no longer have our voicemail box.
Don't call that number.
Don't call that number, please. And if someone picks up, they don't know us. Anyways, back to Emily. Never apologize for your dog. They are just out there living their lives and they're making noise. It's okay. We get it, But yeah, there is a cognitive dissonance, but isn't there always in Night Vale? Everyone knows their limitations and things like that. But regardless of that, we're going to keep doing what we're going to do. So I wouldn't feel too bad about it.
My mind canon for what the Stonecrops look like, and I don't know why, is the plant from Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay.
That's my mind canon. Just like the straight up puppet. Feed me, Seymour.
Honestly, I was thinking like a big bulb, like a single pink pod person bubble, but looks like a succulent, like not a Hywarthia, but like a Echeveria. If you know what that looks like, it's kind of smooth, but like big, like human sized. And so it looks like it probably has some squish to it, and there's some liquid inside of it. But then if you peeled it apart, there's like hair and a human in there. That's what I imagine in my mind canon. What about you, Hallie?
Pink tulip.
Pink tulip. Like a big one.
Big one. Big pink tulip.
Big old pink tulip. Well, that's where our brains went, friends. And I hope your brains went somewhere cool, too. Why don't you let us know at Twitter or on our Facebook? Let us know what your mind canon is for those. But we want to thank everyone for writing in, everyone for listening to this episode, and everyone for getting through this beautiful season full of trilogies. Next time, we will be talking about Brought to You by Kellogg's. Until then, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwiner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to tell us about us. This show is powered by our patrons, like Rowan, Eleanor Baggis, Freya, Greg Stovall, and Hannah Jones. If you are interested in supporting the show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hyper cool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Night Vale Chat. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. The calzone ingredient of the week is an esophagus-sized piece of beef.